Hello everyone, my name is Charlie Birchmeyer and I'm a student here at Baker College pursuing a nursing degree, and today I'm going to present to you the information about vaccine importance. When one goes to the doctor, old or young, it is always questioned at the end if any shots are needed for that day. For people older, flu shots are very common to receive during certain months of the year, and now that COVID is here, the COVID shot is also available. But infants and younger children are given the option to have shots, such as the measles, chickenpox, HPV, Hep B, etc. The list can go on, but these are the most common. Some parents today have chosen not to vaccinate their children because of side effects such as autism. Although there is no proof that vaccinations led to harmful diseases, some still choose not to vaccinate. This only puts a nurse in a tough position because one has to obey by the parents' wishes, but also puts the population and the child at risk for spreading harmful diseases, and this could cause an outbreak. By vaccination, one can stop the spread of diseases that have been around for centuries, such as the chickenpox, polio, and measles. To prevent and take precautions against diseases and illnesses, the best way is to vaccinate. The U.S. takes extreme caution to make sure that all vaccinations are safe. The National Foundation of Infectious Diseases says 50,000 U.S. adults died from vaccination-preventable diseases in the U.S. each year. If a vaccination could help make a loved one not sick or die, wouldn't you want the best for them? With that being said, many question, well, how do we know that the vaccinations are safe? The CDC and the FDA test out vaccinations for years and conduct research before it is even released to the public. Even after the vaccine is out for open to use, there is still tracking and research being done to take even more precautions for the health and safety of the people. Vaccinations are so important because they can stop the spread of diseases, and doctors and researchers have seen that some diseases have even begun to decrease in the population. The hope one day is to have diseases such as the measles be completely eradicated off the earth. To take steps to do this, everyone must play the role and vaccinate. The education about vaccination is lacking today in our society. Many do not realize the true benefits of vaccine. The term vaccine hesitancy is used to describe anyone who is not sure about vaccines or choose to refuse immunizations. A study done by the U.S. National Library of Medicine National Institutes of Health has an article published called Exploring the Reasons Behind Parental Refusal of Vaccines. Safira McKee and Kristen Bohan wrote this actually, and they are researchers who explored why some parents choose not to vaccinate their children. It ultimately comes down to 4 reasons: religious reasons, personal beliefs, philosophical reasons, safety concerns, and also a desire for more information from healthcare providers. Parents are concerned about doing what is best for their children, but fail to do the research of why vaccination is so important. Parents also believe that since there is a minimal risk for their children getting the disease, then why should anyone put their children at risk for getting the side effects of the shots? Furthermore, Amy Bulger wrote an article titled Understanding Opposition to Vaccines, where she writes of trying to understand the other side of parents who choose not to vaccinate their children. Most people, she writes, believe that pharmaceutical companies and scientists want to sell a product regardless of harmful consequences. Moreover, some parents feel as if their children act sick or not normal after receiving a vaccine and think their pediatrician nurse just thinks that they're overreacting. Then they go to the internet, start Googling symptoms, join groups who are anti-vaccine, and then parents start telling stories of some believing that their child developed other conditions such as autism because a shot they received a high dose of mercury in it. This shot is for MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella. It is a 2-step shot. These parents do not research enough to know that the FDA and CDC have to approve the vaccination before giving it to the public. Vaccines are like a cheat code that give loved ones a preventative from getting sick, and they also protect others around them, and they can possibly kill off bacteria and viruses that have been around for centuries. They can vanish. Here's a table where McKee and Boham concluded their studies and show where they have gotten their research from and the methods used as well as the finding. This relates back to my last slide because it relates to the religion of some and the true misknowledge and lack of education that parents are not getting about vaccines when they lead to the answer of no. Vaccine importance is something that not many know a lot about. Parents do not ask enough questions to the doctor and nurse about what the vaccine does or how it could help. Vaccine knowledge is important to the future of not only a person but others around them and the whole world. By taking action and becoming educated about vaccines, everyone could do their part and stop the spread of diseases and illnesses that could prevent and be taking off the earth. Thank you for your time today.